Now, appetite suppression is the most important thing because there's not enough thermogenesis and fat mobilization in the freaking world that can burn all the shit that I can eat after a workout. Guys, TJ, Fitness Deal News. Today we're reviewing the Hurakan by Primeval Labs. So, first things first, Hurakan is the Mayans' god of earth, wind, and fire, and according to Primeval Labs, also the god of fat burning and weight loss. So this thing comes in 90 caps. It's 30 servings of these bluish, really cool actually, cool looking capsules. So listen, Primeval Labs, we reviewed a few of their products, really up and coming supplement company doing a lot of great things. They launched a couple of products that were trying to compete on the high end of their segment, let's say, obviously like pre-workouts and laxogenins and a couple of intra-workout products, really good products. Anyway, Primeval Labs Hurakan is positioned to, to compete with the high-end fat burners. Like, so this is a Lipodren Elite, Blood Shred, Olympus Labs, that type of a fat burning echelon that they're looking after. Now, beyond the blue pills, what Primeval Labs is promising with Hurakan is a couple of areas that are always promised with fat burners. Specifically, we're talking about thermogenesis. Basically, thermogenesis, listen, to make a long story short, the idea is that I'm going to put a couple of ingredients here or a few ingredients here that are going to help your body expenditure more energy than it would do without it. The idea is you would burn more calories. So I would sit down, do nothing, I don't know what, watch the McGregor-Floyd Mayweather fight, and I'll burn calories more than I would do usually because of these ingredients. So that's one, that's thermogenesis, right? The second thing that you're looking at is the idea of energy and mood. So energy and mood, couple of things with energy. One is the idea is that you're dieting, you're losing energy, you want to be more energized. The second thing is that more energy, your body temperature goes up, you'll burn more calories. Okay, mood, right? You're dieting, you suck, you're a terrible person. Mood's elevation is one of the things you want to look at when you're dieting and using a fat burner. The other thing is, which is very important, is fat mobilization. Basically, the idea is that you're burning calories with fat mobilization ingredients. The idea is that you would burn more fat, not just energy. So specifically, like there's ingredients that would help you, for example, the promise, burn belly fat, for example. Okay, the last area is appetite suppression. That's the last area. So now you look at different fat burners, the ones that are very basic would just put shitloads of caffeine in it and with the help and promise that you will just burn more shit because you have a lot of caffeine there. And so that's mostly the thermogenesis stuff. There's appetite suppression, more focused ingredients. Anyway, long story short, I'm going to put the label here of this thing. This has a big ass label, right? There's a lot of stuff here. And I'm not going to go through all of this. We did do a blog post, so you can go there and I explain everything about what each and every ingredient is supposed to do. Let me just say, this is a very nice label. There is no super exotic ingredients here that you've never seen before in any other fat burner, but definitely some of the combinations here I didn't see in a lot of fat burners. So you start off with elements around thermogenesis and fat mobilization. So you have a very interesting blend of L-carnitine, 4 different types of L-carnitine. You have Garcinia cambogia, which is and green tea extract, which again would help with thermogenesis. You have yohine bean. You have a bunch of different types of caffeine. You have guarana extract. You have seeds of paradise, grains of paradise, which is very good with appetite suppression, and more stuff. Again, read the blog post. There's a lot of stuff here, I don't want to bore you. I've been using this thing for 10 days now. And I just finished, so during summer, I went through Lipodren Elite, the iTech Pharma Lipodren Elite with the coca leaves. I went through Olympus Labs Blood Shred. And then now Hurakan from Primeval Labs. So let me tell you more about my experience. And I'm going to tell you about my experience in these 4 areas that we just talked about. So as far as thermogenesis, I want to start with thermogenesis. I'm going to start with thermogenesis because That's the thing you seriously can't measure. The only thing I can tell you is that looking at the label here, there's enough stuff there that's supposed to increase thermogenesis based on the research with this ingredient, like Garcinia kombucha, green tea extract, and a couple of things, definitely caffeine. Do you feel it? Can I measure it? Is it as good as? Seriously, if someone tries to tell you that he can feel it or measure it, then I don't know what he's doing. He's not dieting. Because I'm dieting anyway, I'm doing a lot of cardio, of course I'm going to lose weight. I don't know if I'm burning more or less. It's very hard, really very hard to measure. So put that aside. Yes, there are ingredients here that should help with that. Energy. Now, so there's enough caffeine here to get you energized. I can tell you the interesting feeling I felt with Hurakan, even though the label does say hard-hitting energy. It's not hard-hitting. It's actually very smooth and long-lasting energy. Personally, I prefer that. When I work out in the morning, I take a pre-workout. That's where sometimes I want to get that boom in my face and just go and lift something heavy. I don't want that in the middle of the day, starting getting jittery and tingling and whatever. I just don't want it. I do want to get energized because I'm dieting. I'm tired, but I don't want hard hitting. This is not hard hitting. Like Olympus Labs Blood Shred and Lipodren Elite from High-Tech Pharma, which are two of my favorite fat burners right now, definitely more hard-hitting. If you like hard-hitting, this is not as much. Okay, but if you want long-lasting, smooth sailing energy, this is definitely better than the other two I just mentioned. They hit you, you feel it. Okay, let's talk about mood elevation. So actually I really liked Mood Elevation by Olympus Labs Blood Shred. I definitely felt it. It was very intense, very apparent. I have to say that mood here, you do feel a bit better. It's not very apparent. Like my mood, I didn't feel that euphoria feeling with Primeval Labs Hurakan. There's some, but it's not the best I had. Fat mobilization. Now again, this is something that's really hard to measure because I'm dieting, I'm losing weight anyway, I'm doing a lot of stuff. It's very hard to measure. I can tell you the blend here with the L-carnitine stuff and the list of ingredients here is probably the best I've seen when it comes to fat mobilization. So, do I feel it? It's impossible to feel it. Is it there? Yes, it's there. Is there research behind it? Yes. So I would definitely put it at the very high end when it comes to fat mobilization. Now, let's go to the most important thing. Appetite suppression. Now, appetite suppression is the most important thing because there's not enough thermogenesis and fat mobilization in the freaking world that can burn all the shit that I can eat after a workout. I'm hungry, and I'm sure you guys are hungry too. So, appetite suppression for me is the number one parameter for a good fat burner. And I will take appetite suppression capabilities any day, on top of 500 milligrams of caffeine that MTS drop factor has. Appetite suppression. So, when it comes to appetite suppression, this thing rocks. It is very apparent. Like, I can take this in the morning if I'm doing like fasted cardio and I take this, and usually I get so hungry in the morning. This will take you until noon and you'll be okay, you won't freak out. So I really like the appetite suppression here. Anyway, long story short, this is what I think about this. So like I said, just to summarize this thing, energy, smooth, long-lasting, not hard-hitting. Thermogenesis and fat mobilization, the ingredients are here to claim that it works. It's very hard to feel, just like with any other fat burner. But when it comes to the label, this is as good as it gets. Smooth, not so much. Appetite suppression, top tier. There you go. Overall, very good product. Very, very good fat burner. Probably going to hit our top 10. Don't know exactly where, but it's going to hit our top 10. Listen, $34.95, just like Lipodren Elite and Blood Shred and Olympus Blood Shred and Lipodren and all this stuff. So it's about the same price. Already saw a couple of coupons. So anyway, check fitnessdealnews.com. We'll tell you where the coupons and best deals are because that's what we do. Listen, guys, if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because this is what we do here. We help you make smart decisions about supplements and the price you pay because fitnessdealnews.com is the hotels.com of the supplement industry. You can compare prices and find the hottest deals from all over the web from the stores you're already buying. I'll see you later.